Now, what is the Aryan invasion theory? This history treats the Aryan invasion as one more invasion like the later historical invasions. We know in our history there was the Greek invasion, the Persian, the Arab, Mughal, and afterwards the Europeans came to India and they colonized the country. Now, this Aryan invasion is one more invasion which took place before all these other invasions. That is the way we are taught history. But in each of these other cases, we know the identity of the invaders. Who were they? They were Greeks, they were Persians, they were Arabs, Mughals, and Europeans. We know where they came from, which country they came from. We know who were the leaders in the invasions. For example, Alexander led the Greek invasion. Muhammad bin Qasim led the Arab invasion. Babur led the Mughal invasion. We know about Robert Clive and Alphonse Dupleix. We know all these people who were actually historical figures during these other invasions. And these pertain to more recent events which took place, say, from after the period of Ashoka to just 300 years ago when the Europeans started coming to India, 300 or 400 years ago. Yet, no one treats these invasions as relevant to present day history. When you're discussing Indian politics of the present day, no one talks about these invasions, the Greek invasion or the Persian or even the Arabic or Mughal invasion. On the other hand, the Aryan invasion theory is a totally new theoretical event. That is, it is not recorded anywhere before 300 years ago. It is supposed to have taken place thousands of years ago in prehistorical times. That is, it should have no relevance in present times. And yet, it is the basis for extremely divisive politics in India. That is, South India. For example, in Tamil Nadu, they talk about Dravidians, about them being Dravidians, Aryan invaders coming from outside. Or in North India, or in tribal areas, they talk about the upper caste being Aryans and the lower castes or the tribals being non-Aryans, they being the natives who were invaded by these Aryans. And this has made the basis of so much divisive politics in India. At the same time, India's ethos, its Hindu historical ethos, is also treated as being of foreign origin. This happens to such a great extent. For example, if any of you saw the Shyam Benegal's documentary on TV, Bharat Ek Khoj, which was about the discovery of India. There he actually shows Aryans looking like sort of gypsies or something. They enter the Indus Valley, they said they rob people, and he's shown as if all these events are recorded. And then when he talks about the Islamic invasion, he says, ye to kuch hua hi nahi hai. So this is the strange way in which we are taught history.